the Young and the Restless Spoilers. A fateful encounter in Paris, Ashley, Tucker, and Audra's tumultuous night. Paris, the city of love and light, was bathed in the golden glow of the setting sun as Ashley Abbott sat at a quaint sidewalk cafe, sipping her espresso. The beauty of the Eiffel Tower in the distance and the gentle hum of the city's evening life offered a serene backdrop. However, the tranquility of this picturesque scene was about to be shattered by an unexpected and highly charged encounter. Tucker's unforeseen appearance. Ashley's eyes widened in surprise as she saw Tucker McCall walking towards her. The last she heard, Tucker had declined a trip with Audra Charles to stay by his son Devin's side in Genoa City. The sight of him here in Paris was baffling. "Tucker, what are you doing here?" she asked, unable to hide her astonishment. Tucker, equally surprised, took a seat across from Ashley. "Ashley, this is quite the coincidence." "I'm here on business," he lied smoothly, masking his true intentions. Audra's plan to outmaneuver Tucker. Across the city, Audra Charles was in a luxurious hotel suite, meticulously planning her next move. She intended to acquire a company Tucker was interested in, aiming to outmaneuver him and secure her own future. Her jealousy flared at the thought of Tucker spending time with Ashley, even if it was merely coincidental. Audra's meticulous plan was to ensure that she would gain control over the company, showing Tucker that she was a force to be reckoned with. Little did she know, Tucker was a step ahead, secretly tracking her moves to thwart her efforts. Alan's anger and the brewing storm. Meanwhile, Alan Vandergeld, a man with his own complicated history with Tucker, had fled to Paris to escape Tucker's manipulations. He hoped to find solace and maybe even rekindle something with Ashley, away from Tucker's toxic influence. Alan had been trying to help Ashley forget about Tucker, the man who had caused her so much pain. As Alan strolled through the streets of Paris, his thoughts were consumed with anger and frustration. He had heard rumors of Tucker's presence in Paris and it only fueled his rage. He was determined to confront Tucker and put an end to his schemes once and for all. The night unravels. That evening, fate brought all four individuals together in an unexpected and explosive encounter. Ashley and Tucker were joined by Audra, who had learned of their meeting and couldn't resist confronting them. The tension was palpable as Audra's jealousy boiled over, and the heated exchange drew the attention of passers-by. Alan arrived at the scene, his presence immediately escalating the situation. "Tucker, you've done enough damage," Alan spat, his fists clenched at his sides. "It's time someone stopped you." Tucker stood up, facing Alan with a smirk. "Alan, always the hero. You've always been out of your league." A night of chaos and tragedy. The confrontation quickly escalated. Audra, fueled by her own anger and jealousy, sided with Alan, while Ashley tried desperately to keep the peace. But old grudges and unresolved tensions boiled over, and a physical altercation ensued. In the chaos of the fight, a tragic accident occurred. Amid the shouts and scuffle, a loud crash was heard, and Alan fell to the ground, motionless. The commotion attracted the attention of the nearby police, who quickly arrived at the scene. The aftermath. As the dust settled, the severity of the situation became clear. Alan was pronounced dead at the scene, his life cut short by a night that started with high emotions and ended in tragedy. The police detained everyone involved for questioning, and the media quickly picked up on the story, dubbing it a night of horror in Paris. The fallout. The news of Alan's death sent shockwaves through their lives. Ashley was devastated, caught between her feelings of guilt and loss. Tucker, despite his hardened exterior, was shaken by the outcome, realizing that his actions had led to fatal consequences. Audra, too, was forced to confront the reality of her own ambitions and the cost of her jealousy. Rumors and speculation ran rampant as the investigation unfolded. Who was truly responsible for Alan's death? Was it a tragic accident, or was there more to the story? The scandal rocked their world, leaving a trail of questions and unresolved issues. Conclusion. Paris, a city known for romance and beauty, had become the backdrop for a night of chaos and tragedy. The lives of Ashley, Tucker, Audra, and Alan were forever changed by the events of that fateful evening. As the investigation continued, one thing was clear: the repercussions of that night would be felt for a long time to come, shaping their futures in ways they could never have imagined. This tragic tale serves as a stark reminder of how quickly things can spiral out of control and the devastating impact that jealousy, anger, and old grudges can have on our lives.